It's the Samwich. The Samwich is here. We're on with the Samwich. Woo! What's up, everyone? We are back for another week. As per usual, we are here, and we are happening, and we are the Sams. I'm Sam O.
And I'm Sam Preet.
And we have a very, 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 very special guest
Drum
today.
roll, please.
Danager Dan! Woo!
I might leave now. that was embarrassing.
Oh my god.
What? I thought that was perfect. That makes
sweating.
sense.
Oh my god.
Hi, guys.
This is like by popular demand.
Yeah. I have to say, I did not expect you to take off like you did. I feel like there's part of me that's like, is she more popular than me for the podcast?
She openly has fans. Mm-hmm. What about when she walked to our building? What did our doorman say to you?
That's when I knew, like
you had made it.
Yep, that's it. I peaked in my career. Sam's doorman, we walked in. We had, like, stuff in our hands, and I think you had a package. And you were like, I don't think I'm going to be able to carry it. And he was like, isn't that your manager? And we were, like, stunned.
It's okay. I'll give it to Manager Dan or something.
I'm like, how the hell do you know?
And,
Manager
like, I had
Dan?
a mask on. Like, it's, like, how did you know that it was me?
But, like, generally, this man is, like, you know, I'm not discriminating if you are a 30 to 40-year-old man listening, because I think everyone should listen.
Right.
But our general consensus on the podcast of listeners is not 30 to 40-year-old men. So I was, like, a little like, whoa.
Yeah.
So do we know if he listens, or do we not know?
So I don't know if he listens. I think that and let me just say, if he does listen and he hears this, we love Eddie.
We stand with Eddie.
We stand Eddie so hard. But I mean, the only thing I can think of is, like, he went on our Instagrams.
Right.
Because he knows your last name.
Yeah.
too,
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I'd creep everyone that I, like, ever met on Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I was watching a show today, and it's like one of those design shows, and this kid is like a nobody. He just wanted his house like redesigned, and I thought he was cute. So, like, I found out that he was, like, married, his, like, last name. I was, like, pretty bummed about it, but his wife's very pretty, so
He
shout out
ended
to
up
you
on, like,
guys.
his sister-in-law's mother's brother's page, and you're like,
Yep.
backtracking.
And
like,
now I
how
know.
did I get here?
You're
I know,
clicking
like-
the back arrow like 50 million times, and you're like,
Okay.
oh, so I'm a fucking loser.
Yep. So anyway, so we stand with creeping. Thank you, Eddie. We love you.
I need a picture with him still.
Yes,
Yeah.
The next
absolutely.
time.
And then you'll have to
With
post
him.
it.
He's my number one fan.
He is your number one
That's
fan.
it. That's
Yeah.
it. He's my number one fan.
I feel like there was something else that happened that I can't think of. Like
With me?
someone, yeah, like
Janae?
someone recognized
The Halloween party.
At the,
Oh yeah.
so many people were like, yeah, good stuff.
Dan's dead ass here for the clown.
I had
but
3 people
I
come
mean-
and, like, congratulate me on the podcast. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll take it.
into that though. Like,
No.
they're okay with it.
I love
But
Grindr.
you are a part of the podcast.
No, I know.
Like, you really are, because, like, you have been there since day one.
Literally day one.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's how this, like, all started.
I think it's funny how I was there.
Mm-hmm. I think so,
Like,
too.
how it became...
We
I don't
wouldn't-
even know how... Like, how did we come up with that?
We would not have all the clout that we do without you.
Okay.
But how? I'm trying to think. Like, when were we just like Manager Dan?
I think it was, like, sitting there posting that first
first-
night
I
after
think-
she's taking
yeah.
selfies for us and
Yeah.
making sure that going out and getting us champagne and, you know, making sure that, like, we had everything that we needed. Like, she was just as involved as if it was, like, her own podcast as us.
Yeah.
So we were like,
I was excited, like, for you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I really, like, didn't expect to be, like, a part of it. Like, it wasn't, like,
Your
that for
intention,
me.
right.
I was just like, oh my god, like, this is exciting. My friends are doing
Yeah.
this. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the best.
but that's, like, a good friend.
Yes.
Like, I'll sit, like, I was ready to, like, sit on the sidelines and just,
Right.
be like, here,
And now
my
look
friends.
at you.
Go us.
yeah.
No, but I think that's why it, like, feels good to have you as a manager, because, like, you can't have a manager that, like, wants to, like,
that doesn't believe in you.
to be you, or like she doesn't want to like be the manager, she wants to be the talent. You know, you ever like watching an episode of that and they're like, an episode of that, I was thinking about a specific show.
Like what episode?
No, it was an episode of Criminal Minds. I'm so sorry, I'm obsessed with that show, but
Oh my goodness.
I know, but it's like the manager like wanted to be the talent, so like he was jealous and was like trying to like sabotaging him and like making like framing him for like the murders. Like it was like really messed up. Like, but anyway, I know that you wouldn't do that. So thanks for being our manager.
Wouldn't sabotage you, no.
Thank God.
You wouldn't frame us for murder or anything.
I think that if there was murder involved in anything, I think that like we would all kind of like help
Be in on it,
right?
anyway.
Like I don't think we would sabotage each other. Like
we wouldn't murder solo.
We wouldn't murder without each other.
Right.
If I needed a body to, you know, business chat, guys, who has the shovel, who has the bag,
Who has the car?
let's
Probably
do
manager
that.
Dan.
Like that.
Danager.
What's that movie? The Town.
Oh yeah.
What's the quote?
He's like,
Come on, Sam.
we got. I can't
Movie
tell
buff.
you. No,
I can't
it's
tell you-
something
I
I
can't
can't
tell
tell you where we're going.
Or-
Or a lot of people are gonna get hurt. Or like we're gonna hurt a lot of people. Like, and he's like, basically like say less.
Yeah.
Like that's not exactly what he says.
He's like,
but it's something
I'll
that.
drive or like something like.
Yeah.
I feel like
who's driving?
I feel like we're really
Let me
ruining like the
Google
whole.
this shit.
We're
You guys
ruining it.
chat. I'm gonna Google.
You guys are
ruining it.
butchering
Honestly,
the
I hate that.
the shit out of the town.
Every male from the age of 20 to 30 that hears this is gonna like cry because they're obsessed with the town.
They're obsessed. They're obsessed.
We totally ruined that.
I actually I'm like giggling to myself because I just got told to watch this by a 20 to 30-year-old guy.
The Town.
Yep.
You've never seen it.
It's one of those types of movies I've never like
bits
sat
and
down and
pieces.
watched it.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Like it was on like TBS like every like Saturday like when we were kids.
Every Saturday.
You know?
And like Blake Lively's in it.
Yeah.
She's like a hoe.
Yeah. She's like white trash, and I think that's how it came up. I was
But
like, I'm
I can't-
obsessed with Blake Lively.
I can't get over like how diverse like her characters are. Like what we watched that movie the other night.
A Simple Plan.
A Simple Plan.
Oh, I love that movie.
and
love
I'm
that
like,
movie.
and I realized like wow, like she really is just
So yeah.
The range.
all over
Yeah,
the
the
place.
range.
Like she could really do
It all.
any role.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any role.
Yep. And this
kills
person
it.
telling me to watch it was because I was like, I'm obsessed with Blake Lively. It's who I'd want to like look like. And he goes, ew. What? I've never heard Blake Lively and ew in the same like conversation.
Never.
Never.
Like in the same world.
And he goes, he's never really, he doesn't like, he's not a big movie buff like us.
Right.
He goes, oh, well, I'm just basing her off of The Town. And I was like, well, now I have
Now
to
you
watch
have
this
to see
movie because I don't understand how Blake Lively could be
doesn't
ew.
look-
And she's still not ew. I watched it.
Yeah.
She's still not ew.
Yeah.
You know what
she
it
doesn't
is?
look like her best, but I don't
No.
think she looks her
For a
worst.
crackhead, she still looks better
Better
than
than me.
Cheers.
We
Cheers
stand
to
with
that.
Blake Lively.
Wait,
hear
so
it.
sorry,
the
just read
quote,
this
yeah.
quote because like I just like
I
need
killed
to
the
get it.
quote.
We
I
don't want the
totally
guys
killed the quote.
who didn't
I
kill us.
apologize. Ben Affleck, I'm so sorry if you're listening.
If you're listening.
Oh, he's probably listening.
That's
yeah.
our
Definitely.
demographic, 100%.
Oh my god.
Go.
It's I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people. And he goes, "Whose car are we taking?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knew it.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, if I was a male between the age of 20 and 30, I would get horny from that line.
Yeah, that's a sexy line. All right, well, cheers to that, guys.
Oh,
Sip
okay.
break.
Love that.
Let's get into the dirties.
Yeah.
Drinking White Claw, and I've like belched like 4 times. I was like thinking about this the other day, actually, when it was Thanksgiving, and I belched as loud as I could, like downstairs, like in my like own like little apartment. And I thought to myself, do girls just like not do that once they're married? Like, do you just like not like rip ass whenever you need to, like once you're married?
I have like
No, I feel like you do it more now when you're married.
No, like I mean that belch, I was like, I think I like yelled with it, like you know what I mean.
so my mom.
Danager's scared.
She's afraid.
I need to move a little bit.
Yeah, shit.
Like yell.
I'm in like the direct direction of a burp to just.
Yeah. Did you get a whiff of
Burp's
that?
face.
Ew.
Honestly,
sorry. I'm
maybe
kidding.
is that what that smell was?
Yeah. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like, do you just like stop like doing
Well,
that stuff?
so my mom is like a huge belcher. Huge. And it's always pissed me off because number one, like, I understand you're doing it in the comfort of your own home, fine, but she does it so much that she doesn't realize that, like, when people are around, like, oh my God, I remember when my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time, he came over for the first time, and she just, like, I'm not kidding, like, belched mid-sentence and, like, continued speaking, and
she doesn't realize
my butt was so fucking clenched, and then she's like, and I'm like, I gave her, like, a look, like, big eyes, like, what the fuck? And she was like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry. She was hysterical laughing. Like, it's funny, but also, like,
I get it. When it's your own mom, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing and also just, like, a little, like,
yeah,
I don't know. Be a lady. Love you, mom. Like, she knows if she hears this. Like, she knows.
She'd be like,
I do think it's different. Like, if it's like you and him or like whatever. But if you're at a table, like, I just feel like.
Yeah, I just like can't imagine. Like, you ever have like a night that you just like ate something that's just like not sitting right, and like you're just like you've been to the bathroom so many times, and then you just start like.
But sometimes you want to be in the comfort of like your own like. Farts.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, I don't know if I could handle
doing it in front of someone.
Yeah, like, I feel like I wouldn't, and then I have big stomach problems.
I hate it. Like, I hate throwing up in front of anyone. I hate, like, I mean, listen, I feel like we touched upon this in an episode. Like, I'm not gonna, if I have to, like, fart and it's gonna be silent and like, a guy's around, like, a boyfriend,
that's
whatever.
the thing,
I don't, like, I'm not gonna get up. Like,
right.
But if I'm, like, if my stomach hurts, like you were saying, like, you're having a bad night, I think, like, they gotta love all of you. If you're just like, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, like, if you want to hold your ears. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Like, is he not gonna, like, stay married to you? Like, I'm getting a divorce because you just farted. Like,
no, right. And if he is, like, okay, I get half of everything you have. I don't know. Wow.
Literally.
But then they could come over and they could, like, fart on you and, like, that's okay.
Oh, wait, my God.
Guys, I didn't tell you this. The other night I'm in bed with this guy.
Oh God.
And he farted.
Oh no!
On purpose, like he
knew he was sleeping, and I woke up to the bathroom.
Oh my God, that's the worst!
And it was like this.
Oh,
so loud, so long.
I'm scared.
And I said, "Ew!" And he woke up like one eye open. Why,
Sam?
And I said, "You just farted," and he said, I can't help the things I do when I'm sleeping. And then he rolled back over and went to bed. If that was me, I'd be like, okay, I have to leave.
Okay.
Not that he should have, but I'm saying, like, I was like, oh, man.
It was, like, too soon for him to be farting.
No, it was, like, fine. And I honestly...
asleep, he can't help it.
Really, well, that was his answer.
Too, though. Like, if I'm ever sleeping, like, with a guy...
But has that
like,
happened to you in general?
Like where I farted?
Fart in your sleep and it wakes you up.
No.
I've never
Has
farted.
that
to you?
It's happened to me once, and it was like a drunk, silly night. So I was like probably a little even drunk when it woke me up. I'm in my bed alone, hysterically laughing. Like I have never had that. My fart woke me up. That's crazy.
Wait,
that's crazy.
No, that's never
I'm just having like a thought because you said that. I tell this story all the time about this one time that I thought it was thunder outside. And I was waking up for work, and it made me jump out of my skin so bad. It felt like someone was like screaming in my ear. That's how loud it was. Maybe it was a fart. I was like, oh, that probably was like thunder, or like I dreamt that.
What?
But maybe it was like a fart, like a violent, like loud fart.
Yeah, it could have been.
Because I jumped out of my skin and then like was up for work like an hour and a half early.
Yeah, I mean. I feel like
didn't know it was farting, but on thunder.
No, but I mean, you do fart in your sleep. Like for like that one time it happened to me. I just like it was a violent fart, and I was just remember being like, holy shit, like this is hilarious.
Whoa.
I almost
Body's
wished I had
relaxed.
someone to laugh with me, not like a guy, but like one of you guys were sleeping over, and like it woke you up. That would have been so funny.
That would have been so much
Wait,
funnier.
can I like tell Sam? I didn't tell Sam about what happened the other night with you sleeping.
Oh. This is weird.
This is so weird.
But I'm a weird sleeper, and everyone knows
Sam
that.
is a very
Everyone
weird,
knows that,
she's
yeah.
a very weird sleeper, and I've like said this before that she like wakes up and she like says weird things.
Random ass shit.
So
Yep.
she like exorcism like straight up out of bed, right? Wakes me up. I turn and I look at her and she's like looking just like at the bed, like where she was just laying. And she's like, "Did you see it?" And I'm like, "See what?" And she's like, "The mouse, right there." She's like, "Right there."
Oh my god.
She's pointing at the floor and that there's a mouse. Okay, and I'm like, Sam, I don't see anything.
Oh my god.
And then she goes, it's going this way. So she points, and it was coming like towards me, like on my side of the bed. And like at that point, I'm like, okay, like
This is a dream.
she's right.
But
And I'm like, Sam, there's nothing there. Like, go to bed. And she was like, okay. and that was it. That was
I do have a lot of
Weird.
dreams. I have a lot of
Weird.
lucid dreams where like I think that there's like a bug or something, and I've like read about it, and it does say that if you are dreaming of like bugs in your bed or like something along those lines, that it's because you're like uncomfortable and like where you are.
So
Yeah.
you
or
were
something.
uncomfortable next to me?
No, it's
No,
honestly it's not even where you are. It's like uncomfortable like in your life. Like something in your life is like making you feel uneasy
That
or
makes
something.
sense.
Yeah.
I do lucid dream a lot too. Right, where like you're sleeping, but like you're in your bed and you're in your room, everything's the same, and it's really scary. On the topic of dreams,
I never experienced that before. Like
you're lucky. You're
I've never
lucky. It's really
experienced it.
scary. Another scary one: sleep paralysis.
Oh.
It's like, oh my god, the worst. It's like you want to get up, like your mind is awake, but your body's still asleep.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to like scream and you want to like yell and you want to get
Like
up,
ask for help
ask
or
for
like
help, but you can't. And you also feel like, I mean, this is why it freaks me out, because they say you're either A, really stressed, or like if you're kind of more like spiritual person, B, they say it's because there's like a bad presence
Vibe,
like in your
yeah.
room. And which I just got chills because I don't get them at my apartment. I had it once at my apartment and I genuinely know it's because I was stressed. That was the only time it happened there. But my room at home, like, I get them all the time.
That's
so I'm
freaky.
like, that's
Maybe there's,
really,
like,
Yeah.
something.
yeah, like, it freaks me out.
My
That's
mom
so
swears that there's like a ghost in my room because my room is like above the kitchen, and I think my aunt was over. They were sitting at the kitchen table, and my aunt was like, "I thought you said Dan wasn't home," and my mom's like, "She's not," and my aunt was like, "I hear someone up there," and she's like, "I know," she's like, "I've been telling them that I."
That's
that I
Cookie.
hear-"
Cookie's in the background. Sorry, Sam's dog is just waddling around. It's okay. Sorry.
She's like, I know, like I hear something up there all the time. But I've
crazy.
never felt anything. Like I've never woken up and like felt anything.
Well, maybe it's not like bad. Like,
Yeah, maybe it's a good ghost.
Ghost experts say
Yeah.
maybe it's not bad.
It's a good ghost.
I don't know
It's
what
a good ghost.
Right.
It's a nice ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this really weird ghost story that's happened in my house. When we first got it, my great grandpa, so my mom's grandpa, had just passed away like 3 months before they got married. They had my sister, whatever, they had me. We're both upstairs in our room. Parents come in, kiss us goodnight every night. Okay. My oldest sister Ryan's about 3 at this point. And she keeps telling my mom, there's a man that kisses me goodnight every night.
Ugh.
So
I have chills.
my mom's like, Frank, like to my dad, like, are you going back in there? Like after like we kiss him goodnight? Like, why would Ryan, but like, also why would Ryan be calling him the man instead of dad? You know what I mean? So, okay. Fast forward, whatever. My mom's like, that's weird. But my mom keeps feeling a presence, like she's cooking or something. She feels like somebody watching over her shoulder. Like stuff like that. Not a bad presence, just a presence. So my mom's unpacking boxes downstairs from the move and pulls out a picture of my great-grandma and my great-grandpa. And my older sister goes, Mom, that's the man that kisses me goodnight every night.
Oh my god.
And she's never met him. Passed away about, a year before she was born.
Oh my god, I have chills.
Isn't that crazy, right? So, I mean, like, yeah, like, I do think that there's, like, a presence in my house. I've always felt it. There's been, like, spookier, like experiences, I guess you can say. But I think, like, an overall, like, there's, like, people watching over you and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
I don't know.
Sure.
Sam,
Yeah.
the ghost spirituals experts.
Yes.
The Sam.
Sorry that we like are well versed in ghost hunting and everything.
Well versed.
Well versed. We're just well versed in, like, life. Everything.
Entirely.
We're so, like, mature. So much experience. Okay.
Like, so how was everyone's week? Anyone fired up about anything this week, or
Well,
I had,
not
like-
fired up about something?
I had an early life crisis.
What happened?
My hair's pink.
Dan, yep.
She did.
I honestly had a little bit of a crisis myself.
You did have a crisis.
I got bangs. No.
Okay.
Okay, curtain bangs.
These are like
I
the
got curtain
most.
bangs.
They do look great. However, please don't be fooled. They're not hardcore bangs. We wouldn't let her do that.
They're curtain.
No.
bangs.
Because let's just like get this out there. Bangs are never a good idea. Say it with me, girls. Bangs are never a good idea. Ever. I don't care. I don't care what you went through.
I was thinking of that meme that was like, therapist, like, what do you say when blah blah blah, and it's like, get bangs, and she's like, no,
that's not it. No, honestly, I do like the right bang. I do. I have to say, I think that the right person can pull them off, but you should never have like a thicker bang than like.
I call them pilgrim bangs.
I don't think
like
bangs are in
frisky,
really right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like some people's like faces are actually like good with bangs, like frilly bangs, like Hillary Duff,
wispy,
like wispy, yeah, like.
But
that,
even
like, that
so,
looks good. No,
yeah, it looks good. But even those bangs I feel like are not full across. Like there's always a slight part.
Yes.
I feel like the minute a hair goes down the middle of your face and completes the bang, it's just like no.
That's a good point.
I feel like bangs weren't in since like Hillary Duff when she did like Lizzie McGuire and like Come Clean and.
One of my coworkers
bangs
has pretty nice bangs.
Freshman year of college, went into college with bangs.
Oh, that explains a
lot. Oh my god,
You are literally a bitch.
Wasn't your freshman year of college like, yeah, okay.
It was 2013.
Rough ride.
No, honestly, I think that they were, like, that's where I got it
She
from.
goes, you're such a bitch.
Well, I got it from Hillary Duff, so...
Yeah, you just love Hillary Duff.
Aren't you Hillary Duff?
I am Lizzie. I am Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire. Say
my American friend.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was some things that happened. Dan got pink hair. I got bangs.
My hair's pink.
Love that.
I don't know how I feel about it. Shout out Joey if she listens to the podcast. She did my hair.
It looks amazing.
I get compliments everywhere I go.
Yeah,
pretty cool. It's pretty neato. And then I got a new phone. Okay, moving on. I got a new phone, and I finally am able to use my face for like something good, and I'm able to open my phone with it. I know you just looked at me like I had 10 heads because you've had like 7 phones since like your face was able to open it. Like, I never did. Like I still had a button.
Oh,
like my thumb was my best friend.
You had a button before this?
Yeah,
oh,
I did.
Sam, what are you for?
No. I'm so
Wait,
poor.
we're friends with... We were friends with a peasant? Oh my goodness.
I'm a poor. But not anymore. Now I'm rich. But you know what I will say?
Okay.
Gets new phone, gets curtain
rich.
Rich. That's what that equals. So,
yeah.
I will say that it pisses me off a little bit though when I'm either like holding the phone at the wrong angle and like my chins are all out and it won't open. Or like I'm like really hungover, my like face is really swollen and it won't open. I'm like,
that's kinda
we
crazy.
get it. Like, yeah.
You're ugly.
Yeah,
ugly
like my
right
phone's
now.
literally like, aw, you're so ugly.
I'm dead.
It's adorable.
You know, my face opens Sabrina's phone once.
My face
That's my
opens
sister.
your phone, Danager's phone. Well, it has opened, and it opens both my sister's phones.
That is
But
actually
you,
crazy.
Dylan, and Ryan look very, very similar.
You do.
Me and Dylan, I would say yes, but me and Ryan have different features. Like, yes, you could tell we're sisters, but we do
Right.
have very different features.
Yeah.
So it's like funny that like a phone would be like, they're sisters.
It was
Ignore
weird
it.
that it was weird that my phone opened for you though.
Yeah.
That was strange.
That
Is
strange.
really weird.
I feel like you definitely like went in there and like put your face.
Dan,
like,
I had the
dual,
same thought.
Dual
I've done that before.
does iPhone have that feature?
Psycho. Things not to do
Things not to do.
is that.
Don't get caught, at least.
I'm dead.
No, but what I will say is that it's very easy to do. It's just in settings, and if you're like looking to do it, nobody would know.
Okay.
Oh my god. We don't promote unhealthy behavior
Yes, we
and
don't
snooping
promote
through people's
toxic
phones.
behavior, Samantha.
Toxic behavior. Anyway,
Something I did this week, one of my roommates, we got into talking about like love language, like what your love language is. So I don't know if you guys like you've heard it. There's 5 of them. They are acts of service, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and words of affirmation. I feel like you've heard of it, right?
yeah, I actually have taken this.
Oh.
Is that embarrassing?
No, so we were all like sitting in the living room and taking it. My top 2 were, because it ranks all of them for you, but my top 2 were acts of service and words of affirmation. And I feel like it's very on point.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see. I feel like, what do you like?
Acts
where
of
you're
service as in you're giving.
No. I feel like more like receiving gifts would be like
Not
that.
no, you not wait.
Like
Gifts?
giving is like receiving. Oh,
No.
wait.
Acts of service.
Giving would be. Sorry, my dog's like throwing up.
My God.
There you go. She's got it out.
You good? Cool.
All right.
Well, I think, okay, so to clear it up, I guess this is like how you give love and how you receive love. So I guess it could be different. Mm-hmm. The test is how you receive love.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
I don't
so
really
I guess.
receive any love these days. so
Well, hypothetically,
about that.
Danager is single.
Danager
About
single,
that,
ready to mingle.
no
ready
love.
To, yeah. But like for me, like acts of service was first, and I think that's like so on brand. Like I just like when people do things for me that are like kind, and it makes sense. No, I'm lazy. Like I am a lazy person, but also there's something about like, say like I was like, oh, like I have to go grocery shopping. Like I really don't want to, and I'm so busy today. Like I need eggs, and I don't know, the person I'm seeing or boyfriend, whatever, is like.
Just
Notes
goes and
that,
gets you
and
eggs.
just like goes
Yeah.
and gets me eggs and is like, I know you needed eggs. Like to me, I guess that kind of falls under gifts. I don't know, but like,
Yeah.
or even just like, oh my god, my apartment's so dirty. Just like cleans the apartment, or like organizes my fridge, or makes my bed. Like things like that are like, oh,
See, I
like
feel
you wanna like do something for me.
yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite. I would rather help out the person that I'm talking to versus like them help me out. Like I feel like guilty.
For me, it's just like I put myself in their shoes. Like, what would I want someone to do for me? Like, if someone that I care about is like, I don't know, my back hurts, my feet hurt. Maybe I'll give him a foot rub. Maybe I'll give him a back rub.
I mean, like, I've taken the quiz that you've taken, and I've gotten receiving gifts and acts of service were basically the same, because that's what I like, but it wouldn't be my way of giving. Like, my way of, like, giving is, like, words of affirmation. Like, that's how I would, like, give love, typically. Like, words of affirmation or, like, physical touch. Like, I'm big on those to give, but I also am not big on those, like, to receive. Like, I think those
Me
are my,
too.
like, two lowest. Which is, like, what's kind of funny to me.
So physical touch was my lowest, and I was like, am I a psycho that I don't, like, want anyone touching me? But it's funny because, like you just said, I am touchy. Like,
Yes.
I like to hug, and I like to... Like, if I like
Like,
the
while
person,
we're watching a
obviously.
movie, I'm like rubbing your ear.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
It's
I'm
like, why
like-
am I touching
Like
you?
we have to
Cuddling
we
up.
have to be touching.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm just like going like this,
I
like
know.
your
Your thumb,
finger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have to
Literally.
be touching you.
Or
Yes.
feet. I'm big on footsies. I always want my feet touching. Like, if we're cuddling, I want my feet touching. But if someone isn't doing that to me, I'm not like they don't like me.
Right.
Do you know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's
I'm
really
not like
fair.
See,
offended.
I think like that. I'm like, okay, why
I
aren't
think
you
that you're
touching
a bigger,
me?
like, physical touch person, though. No?
Yeah, I'm
that
like,
might be
okay, you're not
yours.
touching me right now. Like, you don't like me, and this is over, and
So
we're
that
never
might-
gonna talk again after this.
Yeah. But I think that receiving gifts and acts of service, like you were kind of like trying to explain, I think they go
Yeah.
hand in hand.
They
Like,
definitely do.
because I think acts of, like, receiving gifts is about the act of service of receiving that, like, how that gift came about. Like,
Right.
it's not, I'm not like, buy me a Louis and then we're best,
Right.
and then I love you. Like, it's
Correct.
more like, oh, you, like, I have my
Something you
period
need.
really bad. Like, you got me chocolate. Anything.
Or even just like a belly rub.
A belly rub. Too nice, my belly.
Dude,
Like 3-year-olds. But yeah, I those are my two biggest, was receiving gifts and acts of service.
Yeah.
And like also like for acts of service, like I think that also plays into like, I always think of like if my car broke down. Like
Who would come?
Who I could
would
call.
who would I call first? And it better be you if you're like my significant other.
Hell
if
yeah.
it's still my best friend, then you're not my significant other. I'm just putting that out there.
yeah.
You know?
No, I think
My
that goes
significant
without
other is
saying.
then my best
I
friend.
feel like
still.
I feel like you know, like he's not the one when like you're in a situation and you're like,
I need help.
I can't call him because like he's not gonna come.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a test right there. Like I've been in
100%.
so many situations where I'm like, I'm not gonna invite him, or like I can't call him because like I know he's not gonna come.
He's not gonna come.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's like definitely like not cool.
yeah.
that is really just
My
absolutely
aunt
atrocious.
literally called off her wedding a week before because she called her fiance. He was like hunting or something, and she called him and was like, I'm kind of just like freaking out a little. Like I'm not having second thoughts, but like I really just would love if you came home and you were like here with me, and I just like, this is going to be a big day. Like, I would just like if you were here with me before this. And he was like, I can't come home early. Like, I had this trip, blah, 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 blah. And, like, that's when she was like, if you can't, like, just come home. Like, you
Yeah.
can't come here when I need you.
Yeah. I definitely.
I'm not gonna marry you.
I think there's
Yeah.
certain like circumstances. Like obviously, if you're at work or whatever the situation is, and you like really physically like
Right.
can't
Oh,
leave
right.
where
You're not
you
my
are.
bitch.
Right.
Like, you should
Like
be my
I would
significant
never
other.
expect someone to like leave work or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you're home,
Well, I would expect them to leave work if it was that serious. Just putting that out there. If I was stuck on the
Unless
side of the
this
road,
dude-
leave motherfucking work unless you're a brain surgeon in the
was just
middle
gonna
of
say that.
surgery.
Unless you're a
scooping out
surgeon.
guts and shit. Look,
No, but like realistically, if like my car broke down and you're the first person and he's like, babe, like work is crazy.
and you
like,
had to call like
and-
someone else.
And I had to
Right,
call
that's
my
fine.
dad.
Well,
like,
a car
that's
breaking down is different
Like,
than a
I'm-
crisis.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you know.
100%.
Whatever.
One that like I
High
actually
standards.
You do.
You do,
Okay.
I mean, no, it's not
You
a bad
do.
thing. I mean, but something that actually was like pretty, like my top two were acts of service, right? And then the other one was words of affirmation, which is funny because
yeah, you did get that.
I did get that, and I personally
You told me that
did
you
not
got that.
expect that. Like because I don't know, like I'm emotional when I want to be, but I'm not super like love you, bestie, friend, like let's kiss and hug, and I love you guys so much.
Only
I'm
when
drunk,
she gets
yeah,
drunk.
when I'm drunk, it's different.
You're my best friend. You know that? You're my best friend, and I love you so much.
You're my best friend.
You know I
I'm like-
love you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sam. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Express it enough.
And I'm
Got it.
like drunk. I'm kind of like, okay, I thought we were like dancing and shut the fuck up.
You're like, this is not a serious.
Can we
moment.
talk
Yeah,
about this
is
later?
not it.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
The more I think about it, it's very true. Like when I am not getting constant attention
yeah,
and reassurance,
reassurance is
I'm
the
like,
exact word I
reassurance
use.
is
I
key.
need it. Like
At least once a week. Just send me a text like, hey, just letting you know, still like you. I'll be fine.
I'm still interested.
I'll be fine for the rest of the week. I need it.
Really pretty.
And also, you looked really good last night with no makeup on.
Right. Oh, perfect.
no.
I'm good. Okay,
Something
perfect. See
so
you.
simple.
See you again this time next week.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I get what you guys are coming from because I'm bipolar as fuck with this. Like, I either like want you to say it,
Sorry.
whatever, interrupting me with her jam coughs. I either like want you to say it or I do not want you to say it because like you're freaking me out and I need you to be a mind reader. So like I need to work on that myself.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not like a words of affirmation person. Like in general,
Right.
I don't really. I want to tell you how much I like you, and I don't really care how much you tell me you like me.
Yeah, and then I like a part of me is like, is words of affirmation like kind of superficial? But I don't think so. Like, and my mom always says this to me, like, it's very important to tell people how you feel because then you don't know.
My mom,
You know
says
what
it
I'm
to me
saying?
too.
Like my
But I
mom
also-
always reminds me, like, you know, say I love you when you hang up the phone.
Yeah.
You know, if you're sad, you could talk to me. If you're happy, you can talk to me. Like, I just want you to constantly tell me how you're feeling. She's like, and also, she's like, as a mom, we don't get appreciated. She's like, every time you text me or tell me, like, Mom, I love you. You're such a great mom. She's like, that makes my day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're right. Like, people need encouragement.
Yeah.
WOC, words of encouragement.
Give your mom a hug.
WOE.
Ew, that's so bad.
I'm hiding
You're
my
the
shirt.
woe. You're the woe. And now it's the woe. Okay, wait. But I thought you were going another path. I love that because I love texting my mom, like, love you. Even though I yelled at her before, but whatever. But my mom always tells me words of encouragement to the guy that you're, like, into. Because she always tells me that, like, by playing a cool girl so much, like, they're human, too. So, like, if you're not telling them that you like them, what makes you think, because she also knows how I can be. I'm, like, a little bit, like, neurotic about being, like my pride, you know?
Yep,
Yeah.
can relate.
Yeah, so I think that is a big thing that I've been trying to work on is, like, because I do tease and I love, like, you know, that, you know, type of, like, banter, and that's almost, like, my way of, like, my words of affirmation is, like, if I'm, like, bullying you, it's, like, almost because I love you. But she's like, but you need to be, like, serious sometimes and be like, I, like, care about you and I like, want the best for you or, like, say nice things, you know? Like, and so, I don't know. I think that could go for both ways, for guys and for girls. So, just be fucking nice. And WOE, not WOC.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Well,
Dan, It
Hello.
is time for you to tell us a tale. We're going to play...
Traumatic or funny.
Yeah, we're going to play some traumatic or funny.
Okay. So I feel like I've had this for like a while, and I've been like waiting to be invited on the podcast to like, you know, but whatever. So I feel like I wasn't very experienced. I had just gotten out of a relationship.
Like
and-
sexually?
Sexually, correct.
Okay.
And I was seeing this guy, and I was sober, he was drunk. And we had...
That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I hate that dynamic, honestly.
We've had like sex before, so it was fine. And we're like in the middle of having sex, and he's like, put your finger in my butt. And in the moment, I'm like, sure, like I just like did, like I didn't even think, like I kind of just like in the moment did it.
Right.
And like later on, he's like asleep, and like I'm still awake, and I'm like laying there like thinking.
Smelling her finger.
Oh my god.
Ew.
I'm mad.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Well, our listeners' words, well, I had to say it.
And I'm like, no offense to like anyone, but like it was just a thought that I had. And I'm like Googling like, is finger in the butt gay?
Yeah.
Because I've never had anybody ask me to do that before. I've never heard of any of my friends encountering any of this. So
Right.
I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
But my research showed that it was super normal.
It is.
It
And
is, yeah.
yeah.
That's a male G spot.
It's
Yeah,
a male
but
G-spot.
that's what I never
Right,
knew this.
you were just-
so
right.
at the time I'm like, what the heck is
And
going on?
it's fine
What-
if he's
what-
gay, but do you want to
Right.
be hooking up with a
Right.
guy that's
Right.
not into you?
Listen,
Like
right.
thinking about somebody else.
Right.
Right.
So I'm just like, was like kind of what the heck.
Right.
But yeah, it was very interesting.
So how did that develop?
Yeah.
Like, did you continue?
yeah.
Like, did it ever go past a finger in the butt? This is a safe space.
This is a safe
It
space.
did
That's
go.
very
It
public.
did go past the finger.
What did it go to? Strap on?
I kind of wish.
Danager!
I gotta get off the podcast.
Oh my god.
So if not that, though, what?
It went to like licking.
Oh.
You know, many of my friends that have been in long-term relationships have ate their boyfriend's butt. Yeah.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like I said, I didn't know anything. I didn't know it
Right.
was a thing. I was
Right.
very like, I was a baby.
Right.
So I'm like, but
I mean, I do think that it's like normal, and it's something that I feel like many people
Majority.
have told me that they've like done
But
and
what
stuff.
I don't like also, this guy was very like open about it. Like he wasn't shy. Like he was like, I don't care. Like my friends know like what I like.
Right.
And but there's other people that don't.
like to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know
Which
what?
I do think is like one of those types of things that like for guys, like how we were talking about with girls, like can't talk about like masturbating, and like we never like as like girlfriends we don't talk about that type of stuff. But for guys, like they don't talk about this type of stuff.
Yes.
And it is like kind of interesting to like think about, because I don't know a single guy that like freely talks about this. Like
No, but not to other guys, but like
I think when they're comfortable with a
with
girl.
you, yeah.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
like past boyfriends that I've had have been like, yeah, sure, we can try that. Like very open to it. But again, I don't know if like they would say, yeah, like
To
of
his
course
friends.
I like
like
to
they're
his
sitting
friends,
like they're having beers on
But
Sunday.
then why do you
and
think
they're
that
like,
they're like okay with trying it? Like how do you think that, because like I mean if they're not talking about it amongst themselves,
porn?
but you think that porn are showing them like
in porn, any porn I've watched,
it's always the girl with
I've
any sort of angle.
I've never seen a girl
Do it.
finger a guy's butt. But also
You
like
definitely-
that's not what I'm searching.
You have to search
Right,
it.
so
no,
maybe
you
they
have
have
to search it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like not what
But
I'm
I'm just
searching.
saying, like, if they're not really talking about it amongst themselves, like, I feel like it's kind of interesting that they're even, like, willing to do it. Because,
You know
like,
what?
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when we talk about things, like, oh, this guy, like, did this to me, or, like, this position was really good. Like, that's how I learned some of my best positions was, like,
Oh, yeah, you got to talk about
was
it.
talking to my girlfriends about it,
I
you know?
asked the guy that I first experienced it with, like, how did you figure out that this is what you like?
Oh, you did?
And he had said that he had seen it somewhere and he, like, tried it himself.
That's what I was going to say. I think that guys try it
Interesting.
themselves.
Yeah. He tried it himself, and that's because I'm like,
Yeah.
we were having sex for like a few months at this point, and he like all of a sudden like brought it up. So I'm like,
Yeah.
who
Who
did this to you?
did this to you?
Oh, Manager Dan.
I'm like, who did this to you? Like,
Right.
who did you have sex with that wasn't me that like did this to you and you
Right,
liked it?
right,
Like, you know, like getting all
right.
like
Defensive.
and he was like, no, like I did it
See-
to myself. And like I don't know like if
know.
that's
See,
true.
I have a
I don't know if
traumatizing
that's
story.
true, obviously, but
I
you
think
know.
that's like funny that you like Googled it afterwards, because I feel like I do like the same thing. And I have to like disclaimer, like I've never put a finger in someone's butt. Like, because I have tips, but like so do you. Like,
I know. I just recently cut my nails.
I don't. Okay,
They were really long.
Dan's like trying to get some A's off this pod. No, but I just
She's like,
never.
anyone who likes the finger in the butt, I cut my nails.
Yeah.
My nails are short. Let me know.
No,
my
but
God.
I don't know. I've just never really like thought to like jam one of those bad boys in there.
I never thought of
So
it
me
either.
It's always so hairy back
I
there
never
too.
thought of it
Okay,
either.
so let's deem hers maybe traumatic at the time, but after researching, funny and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
and also like a good eye-opening, good like experience for you to have. I think early on. Now you know like a boy could like a finger in the butt. Mine, I'll tell it. I don't even know if I ever told you.
Oh, I'm
this.
so shocked by this. I hate when I don't know what to tell you about.
Said person. Oh, I'm gonna keep details to a minimum just in case. Said person, we were really drunk, very comfortable with each other, and whatever. We are in bed. I'm giving him like a blowjob, and I'm like super into it. And like I've always like experimented with the butt, like never stuck a finger in, but like
Sometimes
touch
you
the
massage-
rim.
tickled
you
it.
like
Like,
massage,
yeah,
like,
the
yeah.
outside, like
Yes.
the
Right,
the-
but that's how I found out that it was that hairy back there.
Yeah,
I couldn't- sometimes you can't even get through the weeds.
Sam, I can't
You're
stress
literally
that enough.
like-
No. Yeah. I'm like,
Like
where's
Jumanji, like
swinging from vines? No, it's
Weed
scary
whacker.
look at the weed whacker.
Aisle is the weed whacker.
No, like it's scary.
Literally, take care of your shit,
Scary.
guys.
Scary. Boys are
Yeah.
gross.
Oh, they're
Boys are
disgusting.
gross.
Boys
Boys
are
are
disgusting.
I
Gross.
hate boys. Just kidding.
So whatever.
They're out
He's
there.
like really like he's like moaning now, like getting super into it, and I'm like, oh, like he wants this, like he definitely
Right.
wants this. So I was like, fuck it, like I
Right.
did it. And like he was literally
did
losing
what?
his mind. Stuck a finger up his butt. Okay, I said it.
Okay.
We're on,
We
we're
were
on the butt topic.
But I didn't know if it was a tongue or a
No. Oh, God, no.
something.
No.
Okay.
She goes, oh God,
God,
no.
no, that's not. Oh God.
No, you're right.
It's
But
fine.
No, it is fine.
What
Personally,
you're into.
She doesn't want to.
no, you're right. Personally, I'm like not there yet.
Okay.
Sorry, that was mean. I don't mean like oh no, but like
God.
no.
Judgy.
I feel attacked.
I'm sorry.
She's
She was the one that
Fuck
asked me
Danager.
if like it went,
Yeah.
and I'm like tongue. and
She
it's
wanted
like,
to
ew.
judge you. She wanted to judge you.
Okay, she's not gonna be friends with me anymore.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm
You're
so
out.
sorry. It was a reflex. It was a reflex.
The
I'm seriously
manager is
not going.
fired because you stuck a tongue in his butt.
All right, both of you shut up.
Okay, God.
Sorry. Let me finish. Okay, so a finger, right? He's loving it, like literally going crazy. As I'm doing this, I start to smell something.
Oh,
And now I'm like, my soul like escapes from my body, and I'm like, please no, please no,
She
please.
sobers up in that moment.
Yep, I am
It
completely
was like when
sober.
something really bad happens to you, you sober up really quick. Like this was the bad thing that happened to Spreet.
All of the toxins like drained from my body, and I was like a pre-sun Sunday, sober as a pre-sun Sunday, saying whatever. So now whatever, he comes like he's like, oh my God, I'm missing, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, run to the bathroom. I don't even look at my finger because at this point I know that something is on it because I smell it. Like
There's poop.
Yep. So I didn't see it. To this day I didn't see it, obviously, because I didn't look because I was like, I
you
don't want
smelt
to taint.
it and you
I
knew.
smelt it and I just knew. And I just could tell. So I'm scrubbing my hands in the sink. scrubbing, like, and then like I look and I'm good and my hands are clean and I get back in bed and he's like, that was insane. And I'm
I
like,
just feel
Never again, so hope you enjoyed it.
but I feel like that's the risk that you
pooped
take.
on my fingers.
That's
the
the
risk
risk
you
that
take.
you take because, like, I'm sorry, but like, you really don't know. Like, you could clean as much as you
Right.
can.
It is the risk that you take, but like I
It's
just said,
definitely
like,
not a good time when you pull
no,
it out.
but
and you're
also
like, poop.
let's put this out there, like females being understanding females that we are. Like, we'd be like, let me go back in, like, with the finger, like, another time, and get more poop on my finger. Like, if you ever shit on a guy's dick because he wanted to do anal, not that it's happened to me. God, no. That's a God, no, because that's a really traumatizing situation. But if it's happened to somebody that I know, and that guy will never even look you in the eye again. Never mind have sex with you or anal with you again if you liked it.
See,
so we're, like, so fucking understanding as women.
I don't
I'm
know if
sick of
that's
it.
true. I don't know if that's true. I think if like I was dating, I hope I wouldn't be dating a guy that really say like we've been dating for like a year, right? And he's like, let's try anal. First of all, I've never done it and I don't really want to be honest. Like, it's not something that I think I would enjoy.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was dating a guy for a while and I finally gave in and like that happened because he pushed it so hard and I was like finally like, fine, let's just try it. Like, and then this, I hate even saying the sentence, but like I shit on him.
Right.
And he got like grossed out. I would be like, you wanted
But
this.
also,
Yeah.
like,
That's mean. I hope I wouldn't date anyone that would like make me feel that
I agree.
like bad about
I
that.
understand that, and I don't, like, maybe he wouldn't even make you feel bad about it, but do you think he'd be, like, so gung-ho about trying it again?
No.
What if you liked it, though?
Right. Interesting.
That's what's
yeah,
fucked
maybe
up.
Not.
Like,
Maybe
as
not.
females, we'd be like, well, I got a little poop on my finger, but he really liked it, so I'd do it for him. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, fuck this shit. You should never finger his butt again.
Right.
He loses his privileges because he pooped.
You know what, Sam? Any other girl probably would have been like, you pooped on my finger. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, especially, like, not to be mean, where we're from. Like, I feel like girls aren't as cool as we are.
Yeah. Like, they would be
And-
like, you got
And I feel like they'd
Let it
be
be
like,
known.
like
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh my god, like, you got poop on my
Finger.
French tip.
Yeah.
Whoa, I have French tip.
No, those are
No,
dick.
those aren't French tip.
Those are like a nice ombre.
I actually really like French tip, though, so, like, can we use something else?
No.
no.
You got
a square
poop on
French
my-
tip.
A
A square French
You
tip.
got
French
poop on
Sounds
my...
like that's my literal
Still
order.
literally my go-to.
I want to show
You
you
got
guys
poop
a
on my hot
picture.
pink Barbie nails.
No. The French was so much better.
The French is on point, yeah. I don't know.
I
Anyhow,
like
sorry.
French, though.
On that note,
On that note, thanks for coming on, Dan. Get the fuck off.
we hate you, bye.
guys, if you don't hear from me after this,
She's not around anymore.
send the canine. Send the canine unit out for me. I'm most likely in Sam's basement.
Oh, shit.
No, yours.
Yeah. I don't have a basement.
Bazinga.
I'm most likely in Sam O'Connell's basement.
Um,
Probably in the mini fridge, cut up in multiple
Wait, though,
pieces.
with the knife.
She's gonna then use my finger for her next fix.
Oh, God.
No, I'm throwing out that finger first.
Wait, can I just ask one question? What finger do you use?
I use the middle finger.
You use the middle finger?
Yeah.
Really? I use my pointer.
I use the middle.
My middle
Interesting.
finger is so fat. Literally be a
You
dick
use
going
the
in his
pointer.
butt.
I use the pointer. I feel like I have more like...
Guys,
Also,
we're not going to acknowledge
can't.
this.
Are we really gonna put this in my soul? No one can. My life is ruined. No, it's fine.
Guys, this finger is bigger than micro penis that I've seen and had.
I've never seen a
Speaking-
micro penis.
So,
I've seen one, so it's
see,
free.
I think that we have seen a very small dick.
No,
You don't think we've seen
I
a
don't know
micro
if I've seen a
penis?
micro.
Mine,
But I've seen a very small wiener,
No,
and I
no,
was
no.
shook to my core.
mine was 1 million bajillion quadrillion percent. His bush was bigger than his penis.
That's
Bush
no. So you're saying
His bush.
it had to pop out like a little turtle?
It literally, like, was barely, like, out of it.
Oh,
It was, I'm not even kidding, my middle finger would have gave me more pleasure than that dick
no
did.
way.
Yeah. I broke
So,
both my
I
middle
feel
fingers.
bad though for him.
No, I feel terrible. He's a good-looking kid, but now I get why he's like so weird.
I feel sad about mine too.
I actually don't even have him like counted on like my like body counts because that's how
nothing happened. You didn't feel it.
I genuinely
Nothing doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. If you can't feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's a general
I
rule
could
of thumb.
agree with that. Yeah.
It was really sad, honestly, for many.
But would you rather? This is fun. This is a good episode. Would you rather deal with a micro or a chode?
See,
A
but the
chode.
thing with a chode is like the girth on it might make you feel more than what a micro
Right.
makes you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chodes, I mean, not
Sometimes
cute,
look-
but they'll get
right.
the job done.
Like I don't want
Yeah.
to look at it,
Right.
but so maybe I won't like
right.
Yeah.
lick it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely
Ugh.
feel like I could deal with it more.
Yeah, I mean, I could. I can't even talk about it anymore.
This
It
reminds
was
me-
not even like a one. It wasn't even like I couldn't have used like my pointer and like my thumb to like jerk
Kind
him
of.
off.
I use this
I'm
reference.
not kidding, Sam. That is really funny. It
used-
was not my pointer. It was half. It was like this.
Oh, that's.
I
sad.
use this reference a lot, but the episode in Euphoria when like Kat's on like FaceTime with that guy that like pays her, and he pulls out his pee and like he wants her to like degrade him and say like you have a small penis and like whatever. Would you consider that a micro penis?
Do they show it?
They show it. They show
don't
like the
remember
front of
seeing
it.
it.
They
Never
show the
watched.
front of it and he like jerks it like this. Like
Yeah.
with his thumb and
Yeah,
his
I
like
would say
pointer
that's a
finger.
micro.
That's a micro.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never watched it.
So
I'll
Mine
show
was
you
a micro.
I'll show you the scene.
Yeah.
I'll
me the
show you
scene.
the scene.
also you should watch it.
You
know,
should
it's
watch
something I
Euphoria.
don't know.
The new season comes out December 6th, so get on
Alright,
it
I'll
before the
watch
new
it
season
before
comes
then.
out.
It's actually just one episode.
Oh,
They're not doing the whole season. They're
Okay.
just giving us one episode.
Never mind,
fake.
because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna watch it. So
I mean,
fake.
no.
I need to wait for the whole thing to come out.
Well,
I
this
can't
is
do
like
that.
it's supposed to be just be
I
like
can't
a
do
little
it.
episode.
I
and
can't
then-
do it. I can't do it.
I can't. I just can't.
I just can't.
I
do
shan't.
it.
I shan't.
Can't do it.
So what was mine though?
Oh, traumatic. That
think
was traumatic.
traumatic.
Dan's was funny.
Yeah.
That was traumatic.
Yeah.
I don't want no poo poo.
Yeah.
You got poo-poo.
I don't even want my own poo poo near me. I don't want nobody
Word.
else's poo poo
No, I
near
have
me.
to
or
say, and
me.
it really took away from like the moment because like it is the most nuts I've ever seen him go. Like I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
no.
And then
The way
I
they
smelled
react
that, yeah,
is ridiculous.
ridiculous. And
The
then
way
I
they
smelled
react.
that, and I was like, I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I put like other things in places, and I know like the reaction. It's like a shaking and then like a rolling the eye.
Like a seizure, like kind of like
It's
a
almost
seizure.
a seizure and then like
Yeah.
jizz comes out.
A
Yeah,
seizure with jizz.
right.
A jizzathon.
Can I just throw this out there?
A
That
jeezer.
the word jizz. Let it out. I don't think it's that funny.
What's wrong?
I do. A jeezer.
A jeezer.
You know what though?
I don't think that you're acknowledging the funniness of it.
I'll say though, I like that
She's
word.
literally not even cracking like a smile.
I don't. I'm sorry. I can't fake I can't fake life. No, the thing is, I like the word. It's not giving me the reaction that you guys have.
Because
However,
it's literally a seizure. What do you mean?
it's a combination of seizure.
Oh
and
my
jizz.
god, did she not get this the whole time?
No,
Okay.
Jizz seizure, because he's like,
Jeezer.
Jeezer.
Guys, we just you just going to term.
yeah,
I didn't
okay,
even get
you
it.
hate that term.
Sam
didn't even get it.
Sam was literally like,
It went way
in
over my
another
head.
planet.
Way
Yeah.
over my head.
where are you? Come back to Earth.
Yeah, like,
Text. Where you at?
Yeah, where you?
No, okay, I get it now, and that's funny. But something that I dislike is the word like cum. Like I think it's funnier. Like if I'm talking about it, I'm like jizz. Like he jizz. Like I'm not like. Well, came is different, I think, but like cum. Ew, I hate
Yeah.
that word.
I feel like I always use the word come. I never use jizz.
Yeah, I don't use jizz. It's like almost like a funny word, and I think it's because like jizz in my pants
Yeah.
came on my like iPod when I had it plugged in at my July 4th party when I was like 13.
Wait, could
Yeah.
you imagine?
And I was literally like, oh, this is such a funny like
You're like,
song,
so
and like
silly, jizz.
I didn't know what jizz was.
Right.
Like I thought it was
could you
like hysterical.
imagine like having sex with a guy and instead of him saying like did you come? Him saying like, did you jizz?
Did you jizz?
I would crack up. I would say after that, I'm gonna go.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna head out.
SpongeBob.
That would be really funny.
I
though.
feel like I would
they'd
laugh.
have to say it as a joke.
Right. I think if a guy said that as a joke,
I would
like,
piss my
I would
pants.
giggle. Like,
I feel like that's hilarious.
Did
Did I jizz?
That's just but I feel like jizz is the pronoun of the actual nonsense that comes out. The stuff.
I'm confused.
The stuff that comes out, that's jizz. Like come, I would say like coming. If like
the
is
action.
the action. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So what would
jizz
it be?
is the
pronoun?
substance.
Is that,
I think
the
jizz could be
substance.
both though.
See, I would consider I would have used that word like
there's jizz
there's
on you.
jizz on you.
Yeah.
Like before I'd use
There's cum on you.
I would say like, oh, did you come? I wouldn't say, oh, did you jizz?
No,
Do
never.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
mean,
that's the that to me
Yes.
in my head is like the difference between them. It's yes, you can use both words for both.
Yeah.
But
Cum
like,
is just more common. Like nobody uses jizz.
but I don't say like
no, but
that's
I'm
come
saying,
on
like-
you. Ugh, I don't like using
No,
that.
I don't mean to like to the person. I mean like maybe like when I'm talking about it, like
You always
jizz.
say jizz.
Like he jizzed. Like, but to the person, I'm not gonna be like,
Did you jizz?
ew. Like wipe the
you jizzed in my
Jizz
eye.
last night.
Oh God! Where did you jizz last
See,
night?
right now you're using it as a verb.
I'm just saying in my head what
Did you
I
have
think of it
Did you
as.
have a jeezer last night?
A jeezer. Oh my god.
I'm not allowed to laugh.
Shut the fuck up, Sam. I'll literally pour this rosé on your head.
No, you won't, because that's good rosé.
You right.
Don't waste it. Come on, don't waste it on this peasant over here.
This poor who just got rid of her home button.
This poor ass.
Guys, who has curtain bangs here? I'm rich.
Oh. Okay. What an episode.
What a fucking episode.
With Danager.
We knew this one was going to be a little
Managing.
risque. Like, I feel like we have to, is there, a way to, put this, rated R?
You could put E, yeah. Explicit, yeah.
We're very explicit. I feel like I cussed a lot.
I just feel like we talked about, a lot of sex, which we don't normally do. I mean, we talk about it, but,
We definitely talk about a lot of sex.
but not
this
in
was
this-
a lot of,
yeah, detail. Mm-hmm. I definitely was vulnerable.
Why are you
You're a
looking at
hoe.
me like that? Listen, I don't want my fans, Eddie, to think any different of me.
Right.
Because I'm very professional and I'm super managery.
Yeah.
I'm Danager.
Danager. Danager.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
all managers like to have fun.
They like to
all
let go.
professionals
Yep.
love to
Gotta let go
let,
sometimes.
let loose and party hardy.
Amen.
Yep. You said it,
You said it first. Not
You
me.
heard it here first, people.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. And thank you, Danager, for coming on and really laying down the finger in the butt thing.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
We've
Yep,
been dancing
not a
around that
problem.
topic a while. I
Yeah.
guess. We were scared and you pushed us over the edge.
I've been sitting on it for
Yeah.
no pun intended.
On that note,
I'm a go.
Jesus!
She left. Come back.
See ya. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram, follow us at
A Tale of Two Sams podcast.
and about on Twitter
A Tale of Two Sams.
and on Facebook.
A Tale of Two Sams.
And we will talk to you next week or talk to you in between if you email us at gmail@.
A Tale of Two Sams at gmail.com.
Thank you. Goodbye.